What's going on, everybody? My name is Marcus. Welcome back to another video. Today's going to be a kind of day in the life video slash Ben's video mixed together. Try to change it up a little bit for you guys, simply for the fact that I got a lot to do today, and I want to try to document as much of it as I can. But when I'm going to the Ben's on a half a day, it's more difficult to film a really good Ben's video for you guys. So we're gonna jump into this video, and hopefully I can do you guys justice. So hopefully everybody's doing well today. Same old stuff, different day. So usually I'm sitting at about 4,500 for the week. Right now I'm sitting at 2,900 this morning, 7 o'clock here in the morning. So unless I have like a $1,500 day, I'm not gonna get this back up to 4,500 right now, but that's okay. It is summer slowdown, so you know it is what it is. Let's see, we got 24 orders that are gonna go out today. I got a couple of offers. Well, I got one offer I can send now. I sent 17 this morning when I was laying in the bed when I first woke up, because I had some offers to accept. Then I kind of just went through the motions. But we're gonna shoot over to the storage unit in a few minutes and start packing orders. But I first need to. So what I do in the morning time is I answer customer service. I send offers, I accept offers, and message any buyers back that have left me messages. And then from there, what I do is I launch my drafts. Alright guys, so every morning what I do is I come over here and I run these drafts through the ringer pretty much, and I just bulk edit any corrections that need to be made. And like the corrections that I'm talking about are like making sure that all my first class items are now USPS ground advantage. And since I did just have my handling time on 5 days, I'm also coming through and making sure that all the items because I'm selling similar from my own listing, so I'm coming through and I'm making sure that all the handling time is back down to one day handling time, and that all the items are promoted. Then once I do that, I'll submit the listings live. Now right now it's only 29 listings because I don't have enough inventory to launch the 50 for the day. So I gotta go when I get to the bins today. I gotta make sure that I get enough items to get my listings back to the 50 a day, which is just part of the game, right? Like you go on vacation and you come back, you know, with no inventory. It's just part of the game. I got a bunch of inventory that should arrive today from my vacation. So with that, and on top of going to the bins today, today's Friday, and then I go back Monday, I should have no problem getting back to doing the 80 a day that I do, launching the 50 a day that I do as well. Okay guys, so we are at the storage. These 3 boxes right here are the boxes I just brought in from yesterday's listings and the day before as well. So you know, this is what I do every day, guys. Nothing changes, which actually kind of brings me to a comment I got from a subscriber of the channel, or maybe he's not a subscriber, maybe just a viewer. Says, the thumbnails are well made and look professional. Your actual content, however, leaves a lot to be desired. These what so videos are repetitive, feels like a chore, and looks like something you can record while you do your work. You can do better, Marcus. And that's exactly what it is. It's a what sold video. It's going to be repetitive. And then on top of that, it is me recording myself while I do my work. That's the whole point. While I respect everyone's opinion, in the comments, you know, they help in the algorithm and stuff. If the content or the comment doesn't, you know, leave any suggestions on how I can improve the content, it doesn't help at all. So then it's just your opinion. So while I respect it, that's what the channel is built off of. It's built off me doing the same thing every day. It's built off repetitiveness, consistency. I don't really know what to do, you know what I mean? Like there's not much I can do to change the videos up. So I'm I'm pretty busy as it is too, so like me trying to like do all this extra stuff and like do something that's just not me probably isn't going to happen. So while I respect your opinion and I'm thankful for your support, this is just the videos, guys. So with that being said, consistency is key, and I'm going to go ahead and pull these orders because this is just what I do this time of day. So I showed you guys earlier what I got going out as far as numbers wise. So I got 25 orders going out today. A couple of them are multiple quantity orders, so it's closer to 30. So we got Miller Light hat. Let's see what this thing looks like. Miller Light hat sold for $3. So one of the things that I do think, like with traffic being down and everything like that, I think that with lower dollar sales right now, while it may not be ideal, it does help keep the velocity up on the store, keeps your store active, so you can still sell more items. This pair of Old Navy jeans, women's jeans, it's been listed for like 2 years and it sold for $4.33. So really glad to see this thing go. So this order right here is 2 pair of Nike women's capri leggings. Not a great style. Capris don't sell as well as they used to, and especially capri athleisure doesn't sell as well as they used to. Both of these items sold for $8 a piece, so the order total is $16. But you know, it is what it is. I'm just happy that the same person bought both of them, so I wasn't sitting on 2 pairs of leggings for a very long time. So a while back when I made the first video about hitting 100K, I had a comment on the video that just was from just a day ago. Said, so what are you doing that I'm not doing? And I didn't understand what the guy meant by it, or the person, I'm sorry, I don't know if it's a guy or a girl, what they meant by that. So I said, without knowing you or anything about you, it's hard to answer that. And so they said, I have great listings with great pictures, free returns on all clothing items, currently 833 items listed, 1,052 total items. Is it a volume thing? So I assume they're asking why they don't have the sales that they're looking for, maybe. So a lot of it goes into probably the title structure. While a lot of us think, and I myself included, when I first started doing this, and still even now to this point probably too, while I think, you know, my items are great, sometimes they may not be great. You know, those 2 pairs of capris, for example, not great items. So sometimes it's a matter of our opinions. We think things are better than they are because we like to think that we're better than we are. And, you know, everyone's guilty of this, no matter what they say, to some degree in some area of their life. Part of it's going to be title structure. Part of it's going to be the items that we're picking up. Part of it's going to be the price. Overpricing items is a real big problem. And a lot of it is also not accepting offers, not running store coupons, not doing markdown sales. All this stuff is how I make the sales that I make inside my business. And I'm not like an expert at this. I just know that I can't be holding on to these items. I need to sell them. You know what I mean? So like when someone makes an offer, generally if it's a fair offer, I'll accept it because I know that if I counter, I'm going to lose the sale. Rarely do I ever make a sale off countering. And that's just me. Some people, they get a sale every time they counter. I don't have that success. This is why eBay is very, very different for everyone. You got to do eBay the way that works for you. You know what I mean? So what I would say is just continue to list items. Try to list your items with the brand, item type, gender, size, color, and then the keywords that apply to that item specifically. To get it to sell, and hopefully you'll start to see some traction on your store. Levi's jeans. These are Levi's 550, a size 38-30. These sold for $20. This Real Tree fishing shirt sold for $5. This St. Louis Rams windbreaker vest sold for $11.50. Vans Off the Wall t-shirt sold for $10. And we got us here, American Eagle, full zip, or not full zip, like a quarter or half zip women's sweatshirt. So for $7.50. Vintage Alpine Stars. This is a boys hoodie. $15.75. Let's see where we got this located at. $15.75. Grab a trusty stool over here. Make sure you guys are getting one of these stools. It helps with the inventory. You don't have to stack your items as high as I do, but if you do, definitely makes it real easy to pull your items that are on the top shelf. And there is a link for this stool in the description, as well as a link for any of these supplies I use, from the boxes to the bags, to help you guys with your inventory system. This vintage Alpine or Alpine Stars hoodie sold for $15. That is a boy's size, so still happy with a $15 sell on anything youth size. They just tend to not sell for that much money, so still happy with that. Got a Aeropostale women's hooded shirt. It's not like an actual hoodie, it's a hooded t-shirt. So for $10.50. This Grenade brand shirt sold for $17. That's what the logo looks like. It's literally an actual grenade. I think this is like a snowboarding, some type of board sports company. Used to be real popular in like Bam Margera's videos. Hooters employee shirt from St. Peters, Missouri. Sold for $13.50. And then this Adidas hoodie sold for $14. Southern Tide shirt sold for $10. Got this Dry Duke, like a military type shirt, sold for $12. These are Nautica shorts. If you guys watched the video that I put on my channel saying thrifting locally, why bother, was on the thumbnail. These are Nautica shorts I picked up in that video, and I think I paid either $3 or $4 for these. I can't remember. Those sold for $15, which is why I don't thrift locally, because if I'm going to pay that much for something that I can get from the bins for a lot cheaper, it makes no sense. These are Harry Potter women's like sleepwear sweatpants. They sold for $11.25. These Under Armour sweatpants have a stain on them, so when the buyer made me a $5 offer, I gladly accepted, because why hold on to something stained? Nike Element quarter zip running fleece. This sold for $15. Nike Element's pretty good. Anything Nike I pick up, while some of it doesn't sell the greatest, some of it sells okay enough to where, you know, it makes up for the items that don't sell for the greatest. $15 is okay when I paid $1 for it. Okay guys, these Talbot's pants sold for $12. This brand right here, I would say be on the lookout for it. Fair Harbor. I listed these a couple days ago, and they sold for a best offer of $20. However, I was seeing comps for, and these are used, I was seeing comps for over $30 on them. I priced mine at $30 and then accepted an offer of $20. These polo pants I sold yesterday on the video for $25. This Big Daddy shirt right here, vintage Big Daddy shirt. Somebody had this in their throwback pile at the bins. I pick up stuff like this all the time. I listed it yesterday and it sold for $15 last night. And this is a vintage New Attack Faded Glory shirt. I got a bunch of these, hundreds of these, in a bulk buyout sometime last year around this time. And this one sold for $5. So not a lot of profit, $2 profit, but at this point I'm so far behind in the profit on this buy that anything's okay with me just to get the rest of them out of here. They are on a markdown sale, so they do get cheaper as this sale goes along. So now I got to get these items packed up, guys. So yes, it is the same thing, different day. You know what I mean? Why introduce a bunch of variables into your business that make your workday hard? Especially for me, while I do so much stuff in a day that you guys don't see, I don't have time to be having every single day be different. that calls for a stressful way of life. And so when trying to run multiple businesses at one time, you definitely got to just focus on running those businesses as effectively as possible to get the best results out of them, right? So for me to be trying to spend a lot of energy on things, not necessarily that don't matter, because I want to provide the best content that I can, but for me to try to focus on the fluff, I don't think that that's going to help my viewer grow their business, if that makes sense. I had a subscriber ask how I ship hats. So I get these 8x6x4 boxes from eBay with my store coupon. I tape them up with some tape. I ordered the tape from eBay too. This tape right here is just the last of a roll that I had gotten from the dollar store of all places. This dollar store tape is cheap, but it's cheap though, so it doesn't stick well at all. So I'll take the hat. I don't ship hats in poly bags, but you can do whatever you want by all means. The hat fits in there nice and just perfect. I had to close the flap down. So I closed the flap down and it doesn't smash the hat down any. So just close the box up, tape it, and ship it out. These hats work well these boxes work well for almost every hat. Now sometimes when you get those vintage hats that you want to keep the form on, sometimes those are a slightly snug fit, but out of all the hats that I've sold, I've only had one person say something about it, and it wasn't even necessarily a complaint, just an observation that he made. So they're pretty lightweight. This hat altogether is 6 ounces, so ships cheap. This is going to ship for $4.20, so works well for me. Consider that if you have a store coupon, you don't even have to pay anything for these boxes. I was getting 50 of them for like, I take that back, you do have to pay a little bit. You got to pay like $3 because the store coupon doesn't cover all of the fees and the taxes on them. So it's like $3 you're out of your pocket on, or you could just buy 25 if you have a $25 store coupon as well, and you're literally shipping hats. For the 2 pairs of capri pants, I just put them in a flat rate envelope and slap the label on them. That's going to be the cheapest method for me to ship these out. These Levi's will also go out in a flat rate envelope. As you can see, the item pretty much fits the whole length of fold this flap over. So the item is just barely bigger than the envelope. That doesn't mean that I won't be able to fit this in there though. Boom, not even like forcibly put in there, just fits like a glove. All right guys, 2 bags of inventory ready to go to the post office. I'm getting ready to close down shop here back at the warehouse so I can get over to the house. I got to go live on the Patreon that Bo Johnson and myself run. All right guys, so here back at the lab, chopping up some shorts videos to put out on the channel. Really been digging the software that I'm using for these shorts lately. It makes it a lot easier, but that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to get ready to go on the live stream that I do with Bo Johnson in the Patreon that we run. I do a morning call, he does an evening call. We do this, I do mine 4 days a week because I source all Monday, but this Patreon is here to help you guys on your road to 6 figures. If you guys don't want to reach 6 figures but just want to make additional income, it's also meant for you perfectly as well. It's not just for clothing resellers, it's for all sellers. There's an item specifics guide. There is a bolo list. There is a spreadsheet for you to track your numbers with, and hours of coaching to help you guys along the way. There is a 7-day free trial if you guys do want to try it out and you feel like it's not for you. You don't have to pay. But if you do like it and you do decide to stay, it's just $1 a day after that. So get ready to hop into my morning call. I do this for an hour every morning, 9 a.m. Central Time to 10 a.m. Central Time. And then after that, I gotta get dressed to get ready to go to the bins. So I'm gonna have to check the weather, see what type of weather it's looking like, because it feels hot outside already. And when I'm out there waiting in that line in the bins, the sun is like literally directing right at us, pointing down at us. So I got to dress as cool as possible. So getting ready to do that. Second cup of coffee right here, filled up. Got the Go Juice, so that way I can be energized on this here live stream that I'm getting ready to do. So I'm gonna catch you guys after the live stream before I go to the post office to drop my orders and get on the road to St. Louis for the bins. All right, guys, see these two boxes right here? These are the items that I shipped back from Florida. So make sure you guys don't run into this type of issue where you ship something and the boxes are just not good. These are Walmart boxes, so not the best of boxes, and clearly it shows because the boxes have been torn open. Now I've got to keep in mind that these are just my listings or my items that I sent to myself, so I'm not really upset about it. But if this was going to like a buyer, like, oh yeah, they'd probably be super hot. So get ready to bust these open so that way I can ship, or that way I could take them to get washed while I'm at the bins. These can be getting washed, so that way when I get back tonight I can finish the rest of the listings, because as I said before, I only did 29 listings live today. So I'm gonna have to wash these items so that way I can launch the other 21 items that I need to go live on my eBay store for my 50 a day. No excuses, right? Just got an offer on Polo Ralph Lauren chino shorts. These are old. They're on sale for $7.50. Somebody made an offer for $5.50, so I'm going to accept that, because why not, right? Let's just get things moving. It is summer slowdown, no need to hang on to anything. So I'm going to transport all of these items. Some of these are my souvenirs. These items in the thrift store, so I paid, let's see how much I paid at the local Goodwill in Florida. I paid $27.92 for 1, 2, 3, 4 items. That's definitely not something that I would ever do in Missouri here, but one of them is a Peloton shirt. Another one is Southern Point Co. It's a polo shirt. Another one is, what is this? River Lodge, Columbia. And this one is a Vertex. Vertex is like a tactical brand. This was $7, $5, $9. There's no way I'd pay this much for this. Was $9. So that's why I go to the bins here in Missouri. Down there in Florida, I'd also would be going to the bins, which is where all this stuff came from. This item, that's souvenirs. This is also personal stuff. This is another reason why the items were so heavy, because I had to ship back my personal stuff, because I didn't have what's it called? I didn't check any luggage. I just brought a carry-on bag. There's no way I could carry all this stuff back on the plane, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this stuff into some IKEA bags and get out of here, because I got to get to the post office and then get on the road to head to the bins. All right, guys, just left the post office here at my mom's house, getting ready to bring all these clothes in. So I got my personal clothes as well as the clothes that was in the bags, or the boxes from the UPS that I got at the bins. So I'm gonna load all this stuff up real quick, get a load of this stuff started washing, and that way I can hop on the highway and then hit the road. Actually, I'll probably need to get some food first, and then all this stuff will be getting washed while I'm gone on the road. I got this cookies and cream pie from McDonald's. The picture looked way better than I thought it was going to be. The cookie part does not even actually taste like anything, let alone cookie. And the cream is mediocre at best. Oh well, still going to eat it because I bought it. Don't try the McDonald's cookies and cream pie. It's not worth it. Alright guys, I finally made it to St. Louis. Here at my home away from home, which is Quick Trip. I come to this place all the time. The homie Nabiar gives me a hard time about it because I always come here and get food, but I got an hour of time to kill, so I'm gonna go in here, get something to drink and something to snack on, and I'll holler at you guys in a moment. So all the glitz and the glamour, guys. This is about as good as it gets, sitting here in my car waiting on the bins to open. So try to give you guys a little bit more behind the scenes footage of what really actually goes into a binge trip. This is about as glamour as it gets, just sitting in the car, just chilling, just waiting. Because when I get out in the AC, or when I get out of the AC rather, it's gonna be hot. It's not gonna be fun at all. So this is the Goodwill bins. This left side of the building right here is where the bins are. And then this big gigantic building behind me, that is not the bins. I don't know what they do in there, but I know the rest of this building, this whole big warehouse, is like a plastics factory or like a recycling or strawways or something. I guess they make straws and some other stuff. But this half of the building right here is where the Goodwill bins are. And the bulk of it's clothing and hard goods, and then there's some media, some glassware, books and things like that, but for the most part it's clothes and hard goods. And we're going in there after clothing, as most of you guys know, but some of you guys are probably new to this channel and don't know anything about what I do. And this is where I get all of my inventory from, every single bit of it. I get some of it from random thrift stores here and there, but 99.9% of my inventory has came out of this Goodwill bins location right here. And the bulk of it will continue to come from here until I move out of this state. So I don't know what's going on right now. The bins are getting ready to open real soon. They open at 3. There's all these empty spaces. Nobody's like lined up. Normally that whole walkway right there is filled up with people all the way down here to that sign right there, where the cart rack is, where the cart corral is. I don't know what's going on, guys, but as long as who's here is sitting in their car, I'm gonna stay in my car too. All right, people are starting to line up now. I don't know if you can see that guy over there. There's a couple of people over there, but what's gonna start happening is this line is gonna fill up pretty quick. And if I don't go get in it now, there's a chance that I won't get a cart to be able to fill up with inventory. So I'm gonna have to go out there and weather the hot weather. I got 14 minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and get in line so I can get a cart. I'll catch you guys inside. All right, guys, I've only got a couple of IKEA bags, so don't mind the mountain of clothes back here. But I got 107 items. I spent $170.86, which brings the buy cost to $1.59 per item, or $1.60, let's round up. And then I got a few items right here that's going to pay for everything. So these Jabot shorts, which I just talked about in yesterday's video, those go, I sold the pair yesterday for 25, so we'll just call that 25. Abercrombie & Fitch shorts, you guys know I can sell these for all over the place, so we'll call those another, let's call that $35. So that's what, 55 bucks. Got a super thrashed Nike hoodie, should sell for about 20 bucks. So what's that? 85 bucks. Vintage Abercrombie & Fitch windbreaker pants. On the safe side, I'll call this $70. So what's that? 65? Is that what I just said? I said 80 bucks. 85 bucks, right? 25 plus 35 plus 20 is 80. Okay, so that's gonna be $80 right there with this stuff, plus another, we'll call this 70 bucks to be on the safe side, the Abercrombie & Fitch pants. So plus 70, that's 150. That's almost the money right there back. But we got a Carhartt jacket right here. We'll call that $40 just to be on the reasonable side, plus 40. That's 190, so we're already in the profit. Then we got a vintage Nike hoodie, Problem is, the pocket has come undone right here. So what I'm gonna do is have my mom sew this back together. And I should probably be able to list this for 40, 50 bucks. So we'll just do 40 on the low end, because vintage Nike sells. Then we got a standard Nike hoodie right here. We'll call this another 20 bucks. It's 232 potential profit. Carhartt jeans, we'll call that 25 bucks. Oops. Plus another 25, that's 275. And we got another vintage Nike sweatshirt with the small swoosh. We'll call this, because it's got some staining going on, we'll call this another, let's say 40 bucks. It's 315 potential profit. And we got some Lululemon leggings. We'll call this 20 bucks. And this is all just guesstimation, guys, just off the top of my head based on previous experience of what I've sold items for. Got another vintage Nike hoodie. This one is not center swoosh like the black one was. So I'll call this one $30. And the black one I'm gonna list for more like 50 bucks, 70 bucks, something like that, depending on how well of a sewing job my mom does on it, because Travis Scott made those center swoosh Nike items stupid popular, and I think I might be able to get lucky with them. Having a Utopia concert tour coming up, somebody's probably gonna want to buy a Travis Scott Nike center swoosh hoodie to wear to the concert. Wrangler Retro Slim boot. These sell for about 25 bucks. These have stains, so I'll call it 20 bucks. And then we got a Diesel hoodie. Women's Diesel hoodie, right? Diesel is a good brand. You definitely want to pick it up. The only problem with this is part of the D on the front logo has fallen off, so I'll call that about $40. Then we got Ariat jeans. Can never go wrong with Ariat jeans. These are going to be easy 30 bucks. Then we got Rag & Bone jeans for the last item. Rag & Bone jeans, size 25. So super small size, but I'll still call that $25 bill. So potential profit, guys, or potential, just the items I showed you, $480 potential sales off those items, right? And I still got several items left, easily 90 items left to make full profit off of, guys. So you know that's what it's all about here at the Bins. But with that being said, guys, I need to address something. It's been brought to my attention that people are saying that Bo and I we're sponsored by, so people are saying that Bo and I sales are due to the fact that eBay is supposedly funneling us traffic, or there's some type of conspiracy that since we're bigger sellers that eBay's showing us favoritism, or we're on super different servers than other people. While I understand that people think that we're doing something that is like super secretive, there's just absolutely no truth to it, guys. There's no way eBay is showing little old me and Bo favoritism, guys. I sell 30 items a day. That's not big. I don't care how big you guys think that is. That's chump change to eBay. I'm not a factor in eBay's. Like radar. I'm not making eBay any significant cash. So while I understand that people think that we're doing something special here, we're just listing a lot of items every day, guys. So therefore we sell a moderate amount of items. 30 items a day is not a lot. I wish it was, trust me, I wish it was. I wish I was doing more, right? I wish there was truth to this. And I had this big, large conspiracy going on behind you guys' back, but I just simply don't, right? I don't. I wish I was selling more items than I am. At the end of the day, we list a large amount of items. I put in work to buy a large amount of items. I make sure that I pick up good items, guys, so therefore I sell some items. Summer slowdown is real. Let me show you guys what I've sold today. It is 6:07, and I've only sold, this way you guys know, like I'm feeling it too, just like everybody else is. No, I'm not special. For the day, I've sold 14 items. 14 items, guys. I'm not getting no favoritism, trust me. I feel it just like you guys do. Bo's only sold 2 items today. He's feeling it too. We are not immune to the summer slowdown. But what does crying about it do, right? Crying and complaining about it does nothing to solve the issue. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna control the controllables, like I tell you guys all the time. I'm gonna list a bunch of items on eBay. Hopefully I'll sell half of it. If that doesn't happen, so what? I'm gonna just keep on sticking to the script. Eventually summer will be over, the sales will pick back up, and we'll be rolling in the dough. That's just all there is to it, guys. But complaining about it, talking about conspiracy theories and Bo and I are on some private servers, it's just not the case. If that was the case, when Daily Refinement got his account taken away, they would have given him his account back. If money really mattered to them. He made over $1 million on shoes alone that year when they took his account from him. If it was about money, guys, they would let us back in. If we were making them enough money to where they cared about us on an individual basis, it would be a different story. But eBay does not care about us as sellers. They don't care about us as people on their platform. They care about the buyers and they care about the stockholders. I'm neither one of those. I don't buy on eBay and I'm not a stockholder, so they're not giving me no favoritism, guys. They're not giving Bo any favoritism. I'm sorry the summer slowdown is real. I'm sorry I don't have answers for why it does this. I just don't have better answers than this is just what happens. I've only been on eBay 2.5 years. It's happened every summer. It's going to happen next summer. All we can do is list through it, guys. So I hope you guys have positive attitudes about this moving forward. Complaining about it's not going to do anything but make you feel better in the moment. It's not going to bring logical and actual results. It's not going to fix anything. So hopefully you guys are doing well. Catch you guys on the next one. Until then, let's make this cash, guys. Peace.